Hey, see, let me ask you.
Okay.
Or let me read this out to you.
Okay.
So that you have all the time to think about it.
Okay.
So, if you are a struggling single mother and you eventually marry a very wealthy man, now this guy has got all the financial muscle you need. Like he has a financial steams. But then
the man is there.
Yes, the man is manning. Like Akpaya the handsome.
Oh Jesus.
But this guy's behavior is ugly in the sense that now you have a child before you guys got married.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, you're a struggling single mother. So like he batters your child. You're left with two options. Stay with him and your child keeps getting battered. And by battering here, I mean to the point of it. Yeah, what a clearly pull up or die on nazu. To the point of it can what a clean a gather. Where PIA. Are you going to go back to the trenches? Or are you going to stay and cry in a cry in a Ferrari instead of laughing in a keke napep?
Wahala be like what again?
Wall Street.
See, let me tell you. See, I don't need to think twice.
Okay.
I'm gonna cheer na trenches.
Jana mom inside keke. Gary and soak travel.
Iba labor room. I think for people like us that knows what it is to be a mother, Iba labor room. The water that's na even think she get me wagi got hot in a bone.
Well,
for the fact that na mama buried that man what be refugee column whether child, whatever properties or what, I will go back to my trenches.
So when our properties is June, that
is what I'm telling you. I will go back to my trenches. Yes.
But I
know that Nafadi go granted though. Mananka that's my first child mother. Hey, I can't spend it for anything.
So see, slow down. Because I am getting two pictures here.
Okay.
Are you prioritizing one child over another? Because, I mean, what you're trying to tell me is that and you go out, you go back to the trenches so that child can win peace.
Like you're hitting a child, normally. When you're bullying the child. Gosh! Because any feelings for that child, there is no attachment, and I'm not seeing it coming.
Wait. So all feelings for his own child, we could
feel maybe because it's not my child. You understand? On that mentality.
But haven't you heard of fathers who batter their own biological children? Everybody in a room. TV.
I will take my children to the trenches. But I follow me and once I know I have leg, I have hand, I have eyes, I can hustle to take care of them. It's not a must that they must go to school at that point. And as time goes on, somebody, maybe a destiny helper can locate us.
There are so many sides to a story.
Yeah.
And to be very honest, when I was telling you this story, by the way, it's something off a movie by Bimba Ademoye. She calls it Shining Star.
Okay.
So, Ima, when I was telling you this story, I didn't have the perspective of Obone Motagolianwa in the picture. Yeah. But now you're bringing in something else. Obone Motagolianwa, Okane Tinke Bowebia Ife. I mean, I'm just trying to get it because personally, I don't think I would ever trust a man who has the nerves, who has the heart to batter a child with any child.
We know with this kind of person, I think mostly they are called narcissists, if I'm not right.
Okay, narcissists?
Yes, narcissists, yes. So, onye were like an emotional attachment to one or to anybody no. You understand? So why I said I might leave the one on Motalia, but no week because no feel that this person is not my child, it's not my daughter, it's not my son. So on a maltreats like the whole maltreats, maybe we can wear a little emotional whatever
Attachment to his own
attachment to
child.
his own child.
Yeah.
Or man choka itie. Ima no deli ndi abi imetu nwe aka ojilo jebe ndi mo. Ima if you see this kind of people.
Oh, well.
Yes. So that's why I said me kon we ko bia kai zo bia azo maka na enwero m ego. Because obu na nwela agba like I can't see the reason why I should marry this kind of person.
I know, right?
It could be because probably I do not have anybody I could run to. And who knows what happened to the lady? Or we call Bona Dia Wubulang.
Yeah, according to the story. They get
so, and then maybe the husband didn't leave anything for her. So, Omezia Yobakulu, the next availability of at that point in time, leaving your child in the hands of a monster. So, I can't do that. I'll go back to the trenches. That's my own. Oh no, my own. Nobody should come after me. I'm just telling you what I feel is safe for my child and I. Because knowing that I have a monster at home as a husband. So that's it.
So, the first time I read that story, it left me thinking about a whole lot of things. First is the fact that a man who doesn't love my child, I really cannot believe he loves me.
Of course.
And then when people come up with the argument of he can be a bad father and a good husband.
No.
And can be a good husband and then a bad father. I find it really difficult to, relate the two. Because
yes.
You can't be, I find it really one-sided.
See, I tell people something, make sure whenever you want to get a partner, but whether he or she, get somebody who has conscience.
So it's kind.
When I mean, yes, conscience comes with kindness, free spirit, happy soul, and then caring. If you don't have anybody, only Lego conscience here today, devil. I don't think he has value for human beings. But if you have somebody who has, like people keep asking me, what do you want in a man? I tell you, I want somebody who has conscience and who has a good heart. Because I believe that with good heart and conscience, I'm having a good conscience. Everything, you know that when I request for this thing, you will give it to me. Without even me requesting, you already know that, oh, my lady is passing through this, or the child. You understand that kind of thing. But if you get somebody who just who is just, oh, let me do this because others are doing it, or let me just do this because there were a lot of guys that are here that they are just getting married because that's it. He doesn't even care about it. Yes, he doesn't even care about it. Mama,
why on the child do you do?
Not sealed. Fuck no more.
I know, right? I know.
Well, I don't want to talk about it. It's your story for another day, my sister.
Okay.
Kaifu another one. So get somebody who has conscience, who has a good conscience, who has a family-oriented. In fact, family-oriented. Support your sister.
Nah,
background,
okay.
Yeah,
upbringing,
background. English or format novel. You gotta double when you package yourself before. Yes,
okay. I totally get your point. Seriously, like I said earlier, your perspective is one I didn't even think of before I threw the question.
Okay.
But like you said, I personally don't know what I would do with a child I have heart for him. I really don't see myself leaving my child for anybody, whether he's a good man or a bad man. I don't think I would be very comfortable. I don't think I will sleep well at night knowing that my child is somewhere and every decision is made without me being a part of it. I mean, how my child feeds, how my child sleeps, what my child does in school, the kind of things my child would like to do, the considerations given to my child. The point is, I do not think I would ever be comfortable having my child in the care of another person. And so I am most likely going to leave that marriage with my child in one piece. Because look at where we missed the point. He batters a child. He kills a child's self-esteem. He damages that child psychologically.
Yeah.
And that is why you see a lot of persons who have become very abusive adults, very abusive spouses. Look around you. Right?
Even in schools.
Yeah. I used to tell my friends that when you go to schools and you find people who bully people, beyond, bullying being an offshoot of what they have gone through, sometimes they are children of wicked madams.
I have a friend.
People who have watched their mothers feed their house helps of crumbs.
Yeah, it's terrible. And when my friend they bo only a to all this so chic or not like wine or this so
mean, angry.
Like the wolves you cook, you know, so one day we were saying something. I was like, I wrote something on my status. I was like, I love the way my mom trained me because my mom trained me to have a good heart. Or same, I wish. I was like, what do you mean? Or say, well, growing up was so. If we were so bad, my mom, the way my mom talks to my daddy, blah 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 blah. So you see, no bag, and this person, no, about 20 something, like Emeria, like he didn't visit a psychologist on time, and this is somebody that is about to get married. If we want to like, dear, onye na train you, in how do we onye enwekwa. I don't know how to put. I'm can get sitting here that. So sometimes I tell people, whatever you do, make sure you have opening when kids around you. Just like low, don't talk. Even the words you use, don't say anything. Even when my father gets or affect them psychologically. I'm telling you, even
yeah, you start to think, am I really as they
like
think?
there was a time my dad was like always talking to me, like I'll be like, Daddy, are you my daddy? Then Omeya, the day I asked him that, he was like, that was the day my dad stopped talking to me like, oh, because he's a very strict man. So you must watch what you say in front of him. You don't insult people, even using negative words. So, but Omeya, I'll say, don't you know you're a girl? You might go, Baba looking, shaking. You'll not be like, oh my God. You see? That's me for you. Don't correct me in front of people. Correct me when we have to. Because he shouts all of me when they're mad. You've killed my vibe.
I think it's generally like that. In the psychology, you could be a psychologist.
Of course.
Even with kids. I came across an article that said when you talk to kids roughly,
they
get embarrassed.
Of course.
It is beyond the fact it is the fact that the child is embarrassed. I mean, are you trying to say I do not deserve this or something of that nature? So my point is, the things that are done around children are very important.
Yeah.
How you treat them, how you talk to them is one of the things you must consider as an adult who is in charge of the child, who is in charge of the formation of another young human. We're not going to even dive into what some teachers do to the psychology of the children in their custody. Maybe on a very good day. Monday cannot take a 3 years old. Tell us what you think in the comment section, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Ciao.